Hey everybody, welcome back to the Cows channel. We are going over our analytics and information for the month of March. It is just got through watching some WrestleMania stuff. It is just glancing at it because I knew Cody Rhodes was going to be on it, and I don't really like watching any. And sure enough, the matches were all right. It was more the crowd was than anything else. But let's look at this stuff now. Before we look at this stuff, we are going to look at the month of March. Hey, 3,400 views. All right. So we'll look at March. There we go. And 30,787 times people watched the videos in March. Thank you guys so much for all of that. I want to give you an interesting update, an apology, and what it means for the channel. So, you might have noticed that we started a very different game on the channel, which was Kirby and the Forgotten Land. That is because I bought a, you cannot see it, even though I am holding it. I bought a Elgato S capture card and have been using it and testing it and posting up Nintendo videos now. So now, stuff that comes out on the Switch, as well as Steam and the Epic Games Store, all available. If I ever get a PS5 or the new Xbox, then those games can also be options too. Possibly. I don't know. I'm working with one screen, which makes it really interesting and hard, but not terrible. So there is that. The difficult thing about all of that, though, is new technology can cause problems from time to time. So, today, I sat down and did about 2 hours worth of recording of Kirby. Beat the first boss, did some more stages, had a lot of fun, and then realized I had no footage because I had forgotten how to properly record. Now, I did some testing, reminded myself of how to properly record, and then felt like an idiot the rest of today. So, what does that mean? Well, first of all, it means that there's going to be a little bit of a gap in, not a gap in you seeing the Kirby videos. You will still get 3 Kirby videos a week. There is going to be a gap, unfortunately. And I will explain it in the Kirby video and just give you guys a brief update, and then I will do some backlog stuff that I haven't finished and then we'll move on. So I hope you guys will forgive me of that. I feel about as stupid as I probably sound, and I'm not happy about it, but there are 2 options. I can either just spend another, I don't know how many hours going through Kirby again to get to the point where I left off, which is, God, something I may actually do. I don't know. There's 2 options I haven't decided. I'm either going to start a new save file and just get back to the boss in Kirby and then, you know, and then just play through Kirby again, which I guess I could breeze through it, but you know, it's kind of hard. Well, I'll just play and apologize for it, which is I'm leaning more towards, because I do work a regular job and try to have a life outside of the channel, so I don't necessarily have an extra 4 hours to scrounge up and redo stuff that I just did last week. But the good news is that going forward for the month of April, most likely, we will be doing what I call the stupid test, which is I will test the recording for Nintendo every recording session I sit down in April, make sure that I'm doing it properly, and then by the time you get done with the month of April, I will have trained myself to properly record with the Elgato, which I thought I did, and then I forgot one step or thing you're not supposed to do, and it screwed it up. It is said that if you do something for 15 days, it is habit forming. So yeah, over the course of a month, I can do it enough to where it would just be second nature, just like using OBSs now for me. So that's good. And the great news is that if you've been watching the Nintendo Directs from January and February, or it was December, and you know, the last couple of Nintendo Directs, there's a lot of really freaking great games coming out for the Nintendo Switch, and now they can be on the Cows channel. They are here. They are part of our lineup. We have become stronger. They want me to make life better for YouTube. Maybe I'll do that afterwards. I probably don't think I should do that survey. We finished So yeah, YouTube games, YouTube videos of Nintendo games are now part of the channel going forward, and I think that's really going to help us get more people. I'm really, if you think, oh, but I love your strategy and your tactics and your guys, Front Mission Remake comes out on the Nintendo Switch this summer. I'm just saying, just because we're going to be playing Switch games, it don't mean that we're going to lose out on the stuff that we really love here on the couch channel. And variety is good. I've noticed that people sometimes love variety. Sometimes they don't. But, you know, the channel doesn't have much of identity other than I play and look stupid and you enjoy it. I know that guys like Markiplier will, like, do mostly horror games, but they do a lot of other stuff, too. Really, it's just the channel should be whatever you make it. Like, I did a lot of Dungeon Beneath when it was really surging. Now it's more of a regular video. Maybe Dungeon Beneath will get rotated in and out as we need it, and as other games come due. But yeah, I say we just play what we want, we have fun, because games are awesome, and you deserve a little awesome in your life. So that's what we're going to do with that. I expect a lot of crowded channel stuff coming forward very soon. Just because I know a lot of Steam games are going to be hitting beta. Symphony of War is coming out later this spring, I think. We also have the wonderful 2 Point Campus coming out in May, I think. I'm really looking forward to that one. We also have all of those wonderful Nintendo games that I mentioned, including Live Alive. Live Alive is going to be great because it's a little old school RPG, but it's not a very long old school RPG, so it will fit really well with the channel, just giving us some content, some cool stuff to play. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are too. So with all that said, let's look at these analytics and see how good I was or how much I sucked. So we had 3,800 views, which is 6% less than the last 30 days. Don't know why it's not. Well, it goes by 30-day cycles because most of the months are 30, and so a little less, but that's okay. The watch time was up 7%. So, fewer watches. So that may actually have been that we posted fewer videos in March than we did in February. Because the watch time is up. So people liked the content better to stick with it. And subscribers, 15 of you, welcome to the channel. We're at 320 right now. I can make the Just Blaze joke when we get to 420. And if you see here, we had no idea why Banner of the Maid episode 9 did so well. But also, it's obviously happened, you guys. But I told you that Banner of the Maid was just going to be kind of like a push-through game to give us some content while we waited for other stuff. And I don't think I'm going to be able to complete it, so I went ahead and just stopped. So I could put all of my playtime to Kirby and Dungeon Beneath videos until we get more games out that we're going to play. So it was fun while it lasted. There's our watch time. Love it. No subscribers leaving. Well, there might be subscribers leaving on the days where we gained as well, and that might be why we have a 0 there, but love to see all that positivity. I like to see it like just straight across here at 2 or 3, which is the goal I'm trying to get by posting regular updates and just trying to make the best channel I can. Freaking lot of views today from 6 to 7 p.m. No idea why, because unfortunately with the schedule we have, Saturday is the one day that we're not really going to have videos up until we get another game going. But top videos, Symphony of War demo, really nice. People starting the Dungeon Beneath. Robot Wars 30, how do you upgrade? Still doing well. Then we have more Dungeon Beneath, the Lords and Villains tutorial. I kind of want to play this, but it's so slow that I'm waiting to see if they'll put in like more random events and more compatibility into it. My latest video, it's doing alright. It's not doing great, but it's doing okay. We're going to go over to our reach. About the same impressions, 60K. Click-through rate of 3.2. No idea if that's good or bad. Views are again down, but unique viewers are approximately the same. Traffic sources. People are using our playlists, and then finding it through the browse features. Then they're finding it through YouTube search. Playlist page, I don't know what that is. Channel pages. Other. So that's not bad. Here we have the same information. 10-minute average view duration is actually pretty good for this channel, so I'm not going to hate it. Watch time, 340 hours. External traffic, almost 60% is coming from Google, but it's only this 3.2% little piece here. RPGcodex.net, I don't know what that is, but YouTube, Bing, and Reddit don't surprise me. Then here's all playlist. Most of it's the Dungeon Beneath. Adam Zombie Smasher will just keep upload, just generic upload, Surviving the Aftermath. Makes sense because we were really far in the game. Thank God we beat that game. YouTube search the Dungeon Beneath, the Symphony of War, Dungeon Beneath, Surviving the Aftermath, Lords and Villains. What is portion of suggested videos or somebody else's Dungeon Beneath? I think these are mine. D&B All-Stars. I don't know what the hell that is. Look, I'm just glad that the stupid panty video is off. I was trying to be clever. It probably makes people upset. Watch time again is up. View duration is... actually, view duration is up overall. Because at the beginning of the month, it was down to here. So, yeah, people are finding the channel and enjoying it. And I like that. I want you guys to always, and then, of course... yeah, and see how this is above typical retention all across our videos here. And for a lot of here, and then it gets to similar. So yeah, we're getting better. I hope that you guys are again, the comment section is your friend. Tell me what you like, what you don't like, what you want to see, and I'll do it. I'm really not trying to. Oh, 2 Point Hospital was here. Probably because 2 Point Campus is coming out. Dawn of Man as well. I think I saw... not Splattercat, Raptor, who does a lot of similar games to me, and is just a really cool guy to watch. I watch his stuff a lot. Was doing Dawn of Man again, I think, recently, which probably makes other people search for Dawn of Man. 2 Point Hospital makes sense because 2 Point Campus is coming up, and they're finally starting to, last month, they had some weird cooking things, which were kind of cute, where the developers were just, like, making food, I think, or... They were doing something and was like, well, that's not actual gameplay, I'm not interested in. Now they've started to release, like, actual gameplay previews as they get closer. It's April 2nd. We're only really 6 or 7 weeks at the most away from 2 Point Campus. So I'm going to look forward to it. And then Banner of the Maid, of course, because we were playing that actively. Surviving the Aftermath, of course, because we were playing that actively. The Dungeon Beneath is still... the views have been cut between half and to a third of what they were. Probably because of the break I took. But, yeah, people still like the Dungeon Beneath. Not going to hate them for it either. And finally, we're going to look at our audience. We have 181 returning viewers. And then it just, March 1st, what were we? Banner of the Maid and the Aperture Desk Job. Yeah. I'm going to guess it was more Aperture Desk Job, just grabbing those new viewers. Which is why we do one-off games like that, weird games like that, because it brings people to the channel. And it's very important to get more people on the channel. Unique viewers, about the same. Subscribers, up. We're going to get to 20 in this month, I know it. And then videos that are going to our audience. The Symphony of War demo. Really looking forward to that. The demo drops. I'm in the guys' Discord. The developers' Discord. They're really nice. And the developers have said that, the demo can be a little hard. Because while it does teach you the basics of this is what a light unit can ambush with. And this is how ranged units fight. So while it does do a decent job of all of that. The issue is that, it doesn't really explain team building or anything to you. But it's okay because they will in the actual game. Recipe for Disaster. Not bad. Other channels. Why is there not enough information for this stuff? It's a month-long period, and I was up on views and watch. I was up on same views, up on watch time. What the hell? Sometimes I think this stuff just doesn't work, which is disappointing. We'll go back to the other thing and see if we can get this. But top geographies are United States, United Kingdom, France, Germany, Canada. High five, calling out Westtown HD for my man, my friend in Canada, my fellow Super Robot World lover. Man, let's get, if we don't get new OG, possibly last OG of this cycle, I think that if they release it on Steam, it's going to make so much money that the developers are going to go to the team and be like, hey, great job finishing that story. Could you make more of that for us? Because we like the money. If they're finally, I think, going to put OG onto Steam, it's just going to make a ton of money when you release it internationally in a way that people can easily play it. Because it's a beautiful game to look at. I think a lot of people just didn't like the importing. I hated importing. And then when I met some of my current YouTube friends, they convinced me, just, here's how you can download it. Here's how you can get it from Shops International. And yeah, it was a little more expensive, but I just enjoyed it. So I think I don't know why they haven't said how many. They always play it close to the test, but I think Super Robot Wars 30 was just a big financial success for them. And I think they're very pleased by it. When our viewers are on YouTube, makes sense because I try to do the uploads around noon on the weekdays, and I try to keep the same thing on the weekends so if you're getting at least one video on the day, you're going to get a video around noon, which kind of explains why it's few, because if you watch the channel, oh, I can see it now. Again, no subtitles. Oh, we have what? People have been auto-translating us into Spanish, Vietnamese, and Thai. Huh. Well, hello to my multicultural friends from, I'm guessing, Vietnam, Thailand, and... I mean, this could be from anywhere on the American continent to even Spain. I don't know. But hello. I hope you guys are enjoying everything. Feel free to comment here too. I'll just copy paste into Google Translate and figure out what you watch. I have no idea if these auto translations are good. For all I know, I'm trying to be nice to them, and they think that I'm talking about how their dogs are superheroes. That phrase probably did not auto translate well, but that's the thing with an auto translator. It's kind of there, kind of not. Here is the thing for those of you who are not subscribed. Only 1 out of 4 of you is subscribed. Watch time from non-subscribers is 3 times as much. Guys, we could already have over 1,000 viewers, which would push the channel up higher, which would make us eligible for monetization. This beautiful button right here. That is the only way YouTube is ever going to push the channel, is if they start making money on it. You know it. I know it. It's just the way they are. 100% male. That's how we are. As to be expected, the vast majority of my channel is in that sweet spot for gamers. We got a little bit here. And a little bit here. These little things are actually growing slowly over time, though. And I think it's because we're getting more people, not because we're losing from the meat of our sandwich here. So I'm happy about that. Really quick. Last 28 days. Okay, that's not possible. How about last 90 days? Okay, that's just got to be because I'm... Yeah, that's definitely because... Sometimes these things just don't work, or it takes them longer to put the information together. But, Splattercat and Mr. Falcon and Raptor are usually the... Retromation has been somebody that I've seen pop up a lot. It's basically the people who play the same game. So, that is our analytics for March. What is next for March? We're just going to be playing some Kirby. Going to be playing some Dungeon Beneath. I had a third game, which thankfully I played for 28 minutes... hated, and then decided we're not going to put it on the channel. So, You know, that's a thing that happened. But thankfully, it means that tomorrow I can catch up on Kirby because I thought I had at least a week's worth of Kirby videos filmed today, and it turns out that I didn't even record them properly, and those are lost to the internets. What a shame. Guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, I need you to like and comment, subscribe, let me know what you like. These analytic videos, for those of you who watch them, are the best times to start discussions of, hey, there's this game coming out into alpha or beta or being released that I think you should play. Because the analytic videos are the times when I'm trying to think of what is next for the channel. Like, I can tell you what's next in May, in March, and June. Well, not March, excuse me. We're done with March. Live a Lie is... I don't remember when... This is dangerous. This is always dangerous to just like, hey, let's open up a random browser and see. Go into Google. Let's try this. When does Live Alive come out? The remake is scheduled for release on July 22nd. Huh. It's a lot later than I thought. When does Front Mission Remake come out? It only says summer. I thought that there was something coming out in May or April that I really wanted. No. No. We're gonna end this video in a second. I could have sworn.
I will reduce you all to ashes! Yes,
Front Mission, we have Kirby, Earthbound. This was kind of something I wanted to do, but it, Live Alive, Portal, but I can play that on PC better, probably. This is like really late. The Battle Alliance thing. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna play that. I have to figure it out. I could have sworn there was a Nintendo game coming out soon that we want to play, but I don't know. That's okay though, because I believe that Symphony of 2 Point Campus is going to release on May 17th, and then Symphony of War. I don't know if it actually has a release date. Hang on. That just says coming soon. I know he's planning on a release date that's not terribly far from now. But, you know, he's up. I like this actually better than promising me a release date and then having to go back up. 2 Point Campus is going to come out May. So I guess we'll just see what comes out and we'll play it as it comes out. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want. Games are awesome. Play more games, and you deserve the awesome. I'll see you next time.